Hey, welcome back everyone. I am Matt Larson, and today something happened that I honestly never thought I would have to see in my lifetime. The US national debt hit $16 trillion today. And you can look at all the sources and all the numbers at usdebtclock.org. It's something I wish I would not be talking about now, but it definitely makes a good example and good reason why we need a Ron Paul in office. Now, we don't necessarily need Ron Paul in office. We need someone that carries his message that he's been carrying for 30 plus years. So, regardless of if Ron Paul gets in or not, the odds look very, very, very slim. We need someone that is going to just call Paul Ryan out for who Paul Ryan actually is. I mean, when Paul Ryan's budget plan, which has been called draconian by the liberals, it balances by 2040. What do you think our national debt would look like under them by 2040 if we continue through their policies and their budgets and their plans? How high do you think our national debt would get? I honestly don't think, even if we continue at the pace we are at right now, we will make it to 2040 with the same fiat dollar that we have. I believe the economy will collapse, and it rightfully should. I'm sorry, we can't continue to prop up the dollar and the economy with all we're doing is creating more bubbles. We need a natural correction to happen. It will be a steep and sharp and very hard correction. But I believe that, like Ron Paul and many other economists has said, that it would take about a year and a half to 2 years for it to correct itself. Now, what would we rather have? A depression or a slight depression for 40 years? I'd rather have a 2-year depression, get it over with, and start growing the economy again and actually having a free capitalistic system with free open markets. I mean, that's what I honestly believe would help America prosper the most. I believe the world would prosper the most if they took over and took care of what we are trying to do and they actually followed by our example. So, honestly, we need a Ron Paul in office, whether it is a Gary Johnson that's going to make the deficit go down and not up like all these other budgets are that are going to do. I mean, 2040, seriously, that's the best you guys can do is by 2040 to balance the budget. You couldn't cut something out of your defense budget or your military budget or your social programs. There's no room to cut maybe a couple $100 million or maybe a couple $100 billion out of something. That to me is laughable. That to me shows that the politicians that we have in office right now are exactly that. They are politicians. They're not statesmen. There's definitely no one in there right now that you can really compare with Ron Paul on how fast he'd want to do it. I mean, there are the Justin Amash's, the Rand Pauls, but we need someone that's as steadfast, just hard to the Constitution as a Ron Paul as we can get. So we need to make sure we continue fighting at our local level and get the right people into office. Get these people into the right position in government so we can affect change from the ground up, because it's not going to work just getting a Gary Johnson or a Ron Paul into the top. That's not going to do it. We need to start from the ground up. So I hope that you guys agree with this. I'll put the link down below. Probably by the time this video is posted, who knows? We might hit another new high. Every second it's going up, and it's sad. So if you're new to my videos, I ask that you please thumbs up this video and share it with friends and family. They need to realize how much they actually owe. This website's very amazing. They show a lot of different statistics on how much the national debt affects each family and each person individually. So, as always, I'm Matt Larson. Go Ron Paul. Peace.